Here's a taste of the world to come. Hello everyone, and welcome to the 5th video in my series, Episode 6. I got sick recently and couldn't finish shooting Episode 5 yet, so I'm publishing Episode 6 first because I can finish that video entirely from one room. What do we do when life throws us a curveball? We remember the second rule of business school.
Adapt, react, readapt, act.
So the writing process with my sister has been going really well. We're refining the details and subtracting anything at this point that doesn't contribute to the idea at the heart of the story that we're trying to tell. Episode 5 will be about the logline of the film, which will give you the basic setup to our premise, but here in Episode 6 I want to introduce you to the piece of concept art that's been helping me whenever I go to write the script. You see, ever since I was young, I've always written my films with images instead of words, so this is the first time that I'm attempting to draft a proper screenplay, which is incredibly rewarding but also really tough. I find that most of my time is split between that tension of having brief flashes of insight followed by long negotiations with the writer's block in my head, like,
I want to help you get whatever you want, but you gotta do what's right.
So in writing circles, there's something called a prompt. It's a device for helping you ease into the writing process by giving you a line or scene to start with. Example, it was a dark and stormy night. But I tend to benefit from visual prompts like movies and photographs that share a similar tone to my piece or have a specific detail that I'd like to see reflected in the project that I'm working on at the time. Which gave me an idea. Why not commission an artist to come up with an image directly related to the world of my movie that could help me key into the atmosphere of it as well as the types of emotions I want the film to evoke? That would be a great visual prompt to bring me right into the movie and help me start to generate ideas for scenes and characters and other little moments that feel organic and unified and give the whole thing its life. So I dropped a line to a friend of mine named Eric Diehl. He's a painter that I met years ago when we were both studying for our undergraduate degrees at Pratt Institute in Brooklyn, New York. Not only is he a gifted painter who I've had the privilege of modeling for from time to time, but Eric has also appeared in many of my movies, so he's well acquainted with my sensibilities and the types of stories I tell. And I think he's an ideal fit for this job because Eric likes to capture everyday subjects and landscapes but render them with colors and a perspective that blur the line between the real and the surreal, which lends itself to my goal for the movie, that it'll play like a feature-length Twilight Zone episode. And I want the art to reflect that tension of depicting an ordinary subject that feels just a little bit off. So I outlined the basic beats of the story for Eric, and he immediately clicked with it and came up with an idea on the spot like,
Okay, John, right? Got it.
But other than a few reference photos that I handed off, the only real direction that I gave him is that I wanted him to paint an image from the world of the movie that never actually appears on screen. My thinking here was that this would give me the flexibility of having an idea to play off of, regardless of where I was in the film, without it feeling tied up by a specific moment or sequence in the movie. It's kind of sticking to the surface. I gotta be careful here. For anyone that can't tell, this is a moonrise on a very red night. How this plays into the story we're going to tell? But Eric, you nailed it. You're a genius and I love you. All I'm going to say is that you are very clever, my friend.
Very clever.
I am just so happy and excited looking at this. This painting will now live on my desk whenever I go to write or storyboard a sequence in a film. The only problem is now I really want to include it in the movie. Hey, if you want to check out Eric's work or commission him like I did, you could take a look at his website, which I'll link below. Alright, thank you all for watching, take care, and we'll see you in the next video.